Hey, lady.
Hi.
Look at you, beautiful.
Thank you. I promised I'll be putting on some makeup, so I did.
Fancy. I saw you. I said, well, where's my lipstick? I had to put some lipstick on. You
You
look
have no idea
fantastic.
what's going on right now outside my window.
Oh my
It's
gosh. It's scary.
crazy.
Huh? I can't believe you even have Wi-Fi and all the things.
I mean, crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I wanted it. I know everyone's probably ready for us to get started, but I usually have everyone in the room, but I wanted you to feel relaxed. Wanted it to be more conversation than like a Zoom. So whenever we talk, I feel like it's
Yeah, I
very
see.
informal.
I'm not very like I don't think the connection is very good, but it's fine. I'm good with being blurred.
Well, you sound great. You sound
Okay.
great, and I can hear you clearly. And yeah, again, it's a conversation about your journey, because ultimately, you know what, it's going to just inspire someone who wants to take action. They're not quite sure if they can do it, and at the end of the day, my goal is to inspire someone to do something that they've been wanting to do for such a long time. So that pretty much is it. That really
Okay.
is it. So let me go ahead and pop into Restream. I know people are probably I sent out the link,
Right?
but
The lighting
yeah.
is worse, or is
Oh,
it
that
better?
looks good. That looks better. That looks much better.
My
Yeah.
phone. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn on the light because it looks kind of dark, right?
Yeah, it does look a little bit dark. I just turned on my light too a little bit earlier when I was on. It was dark. Let me update the title. Oh my gosh, what a difference.
Okay.
Oh my
That's better.
gosh, what a difference. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Let's go.
let me find our live title real quick. Yay, people are like, where is it? Where is Shoshana? So I titled it, they had the wrong stuff on earlier today. I didn't like that old picture. I was so mad when I saw that. Like, get
It's
that
fine.
out of here.
I don't care.
You're too stylish for that. I'm like, no way. Okie doke. So live stream, there it is. Here's the streaming URL right here. Streaming URL. Here's the streaming key, copy, make sure everything is on. Hey, where are you, LinkedIn? There's LinkedIn, awesome. And then live stream page URL. I think this is it right here, which is the Zoom. I just hit go live. It's saying prepare. It says this meeting is being live streamed. Shoshana, oh my goodness, just super excited to have you here with us today to kind of share your story, your background, a little bit of your expertise, and how you were able to go ahead and launch Meet Me at Mango. So this is kind of the online debut of Meet Me at Mango as well. Just super proud and super excited because I know there was a lot of resiliency that came with you launching this property and a lot of hiccups along the way, but we are here and I'm super excited. And for those of you who are jumping in and listening, bear with us. I appreciate your patience. Actually, Shoshana is in an area where there is some weather. We'll just call it some weather. So I'm crossing my fingers that we get to make it through this live stream without a hitch. So thank you again so much for joining us tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Shoshana, and then we'll jump right in.
I'm Shoshana. I'm married. I have 3 kids, adult kids. I have a grandchild of 6-month-old. I'm from South Florida, and that's basically it. We're me and my husband are investing in real estate. But this is our first short-term rental. I've joined Rachel's group, I want to say, I don't remember how many months ago.
Probably like 8 months ago.
Maybe April, May, around April or May. And we bought our property and we are ready to, we launched it already on Airbnb. We already had we are having some reservations, some bookings for October. And that's it.
What I love, Shoshana, is the journey, right? So initially you would find a property, then something would happen, and we would try to put it under contract, or we would get outbid because you're actually extremely active during that time when everyone was competing on, property. So how was that experience?
So initially we started looking at the Space Coast because I'm from South Florida, and I was thinking, the most like reasonably because South Florida prices are crazy, and they kept going up and up, and you bid something and it's like just 50 offers on one house. We recently sold our house, so we know how it is from the seller side. And we saw like the competition here, and I was looking at, I joined Rachel's group, and then I saw her, she has this like list of 50, or is it 50 or 20 markets?
75 gems,
75, yes, 75 markets. And I saw like the closest one to me that was still reasonably priced was the Space Coast, Melbourne, Cocoa Beach. So we were looking there for a while. We found a really good realtor that I could, talk to, and he did a great job. I cannot complain about him at all. It's just like the bids kept, we kept getting bids, but they were not accepted, or they were accepted and then somehow it fell out. So it happened like maybe 2 or 3 times.
It did. And there were deals that you even found that were like pocket listings. They weren't even on the MLS yet. Yeah.
I had pocket listing that we almost signed on. And in the last moment, the owner decided that they don't want to sell, or maybe don't want to sell to us. I'm not sure exactly what was the reason, but it is what it is. I wasn't, too sad about it. We just kept looking. And eventually I saw something around here through the Data Rabu mail list, and I went to see it. We didn't buy that property, but this is how I met my great realtor, who is also a short-term rental investor in this area, and she knows a lot about because I didn't like I'm a novice. I still don't know anything.
You know more than you think. But you know what? I do want to pause this real quick because you said something really interesting. 2 things. Number one, you mentioned 75 gems. So for those of you who are unacquainted, 75 gems is my top 75 US cities with the highest profitability for short-term rentals. Essentially, it's an ugly spreadsheet. People love it because what it does is it gives you some ideas of some cities. But guess what? Some of my properties are not even in those cities. It's more of a framework. You get to start to have an idea of what should I be looking for in terms of revenue? How much revenue should I be generating in a market? What's good versus how much, the investment is costing, right? So you want to look at it both ways. So if you haven't grabbed that yet, guys, 75gems.com is where you get that free resource. The second thing you mentioned, Shoshana, and I don't think you're even realizing, you say, oh, I just got it from Data Rabu. Well, what's Data Rabu? And not everyone knows what it is. And so I love the fact that you're just dropping gems about different data tools and you talk about how you don't know anything. So let me just let people know of this other free tool, data.rabu.com. This is a piece of software. It's free. There is a paid version as well, but it's free and you can take a look at properties and properties within a proximity of the property that you're wondering about. They also have a mailing list where they do send you properties. And what Shoshana is talking about is the property that they sent her, there was another property within that area, right? That she,
Right.
she can probably take that projection and say, you know what, if I were to update or do some things to it, I can probably generate some numbers that make sense for me. So already two great tools that you mentioned. I love that. So I'll let you proceed from there, but that's awesome that you met a great realtor who's also an STR host. So that's a bonus.
Right. And she knows a lot and she still helps me with many, many questions about the local market and, her struggles and she already went through the motions. So as a novice, as someone who doesn't know what, like, it's my first short-term rental, she helps me a lot with the regulations, with city stuff, with like even finding a handyman or an electrician or she helps me with anything. She's really great.
So realtors could be really resourceful. They're almost like, I think realtors are sometimes like the mayor of that area. They know everyone that you need to know sometimes, which is so great to have a realtor who's a local, who's also an STR owner.
She is. I've been looking for a short-term rental way before I even joined the group.
Okay.
Joining the group helped me accelerate the process because it's like it made me remember those like weeks and weeks and weeks that I was like all over the place and I was like, Rachel, which market should I go to? Should I go to, I don't know, the Poconos?
I remember everywhere. Yeah.
Right. And I was like, because where do you start? Like, where do you invest? And then I learned to my personality, to me and to us, it will be easier for the first short term, at least, to be more hands-on, to have it next to me, so I can, if renovations are needed, if anything is needed, I won't have to travel back and forth. It's right, in my backyard. I'm sorry, do you guys see the lightning? It's like,
oh my goodness,
here.
I thought it was your phone flashing. That's
no, it's Ian. It's Ian. Ian is here.
Hurricane Ian. Disrespectful. Oh my goodness. Do you feel like you're okay? You're safe, or you need to go?
Yeah, we're safe. We're just getting the Outer Banks, but it's still crazy.
That's
it's pretty crazy. I see like branches falling out my window. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, where were we?
Talking about the different markets. You're talking about your personality, and I love that. I want you to go deep into that. For your personality, you're saying you thought it was better
to be more hands-on. I wanted to take a project on, and I kind of did. So
and you sure did that. You did. And that's what I wanted to talk about. So Shoshana, could you tell us a little bit about your background? Because you did something unusual that I haven't seen a lot of students do, is documenting your journey on Instagram. And that's what we wanted to talk a little bit about as well. So tell me a little bit about like the background that you had, that you kind of extrapolated it onto your short-term rental, which I absolutely love.
So photography and design is part of my like hobbies. It's my thing, kind of. I don't know anything about short-term rentals. Well, I know now because I've been with Rachel's group for a while now, but oh dear Lord, can you hear that?
I hear it. Okay, if you have to evacuate, oh my goodness, this is like the most epic interview ever. What does it say? Shoshana, read it to me.
It's an emergency alert, National Weather Service. There's a tornado warning. I'm sorry, until 7:45 p.m. And I
Oh
turned
my
off
gosh.
all my notifications, but this go through all, I should turn off the phone completely.
Oh,
So.
don't turn it off. You need the notification. Oh my goodness, it's happening live. So
Yeah.
no, feel free. Feel free to leave if you have to, Shoshana.
No. I don't need to leave. It's
Okay.
fine. It's just a
Okay.
tornado warning. I'm in a
Tornado.
secure building. I'm good.
Okay, if you're in a secure building, I'll take your word for it. But if
Yeah.
you start to walk away, I will totally understand. It is all good because that lining is something else. This is like the most epic live that I've ever done. But I do see a whole lot of people in the chat. Deanna, hi Deanna. Deanna says, beautiful design, truly love it. Absolutely. And we're gonna take a look. We'll do a little bit of a screen share because I love it. Hair is fire, Rachel. Oh, thank you. Whoever is in here as Facebook user, please feel free to go to chat.restream.io because I want to see who you are. Alex Sabio is another STR beast in this space. He has joined us tonight. Hey, Alex. Hello. I see Pam. Pam was just with us, guys. We were just on our coaching call and we had the Amanda Hahn from Bigger Pocket and the tax strategist from for Brandon Turner. She was on with us tonight, dropping those gems. So thank you again, Alex, for that connect. I so appreciate it. And so let's see. Oh, hey there, Margie. I see you as well. All right. So anyone else, please feel free to update your name and say hello because I want to call you out by name. Okay. So yes. So design and photography is your jam and you used that on your STR, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I just documented the process. Yeah. I read I don't remember his name, Mark something.
Mark Simpson, yes.
Mark Simpson. I read his book or more listened to his book.
Yeah.
It's very short and very, it's an easy read or an easy listen, especially if you like British accents. And he said that you should have an online presence that is not under the umbrella of Airbnb or VRBO. In case we don't have it yet, in case you ever want to do your own bookings, and not be dependent on any other platform. So I'm not doing it yet because we're just started, but we kind of want to build our presence and sometime in the future allow for our own bookings, our own website. So this is step one, having I just documented the renovations and everything we did there. We did some Instagrammable quotes, walls and murals, and we try to be cute.
You guys are super cute. I love seeing, and you made it a family affair. I love seeing your daughter helping you out as well before she went overseas. So I thought that was super, super cute. And I do want to share, guys, if you're not following this lady on Meet Me at Mango, what are you doing? You are missing out because I absolutely love this. I'm actually going to share my screen if you don't mind, Shoshana. I need everyone on this live to go ahead and give Meet Me at Mango a follow. I'm at 208 followers. I need this number to go up. Okay, so let's do this, guys. meetme_@mango. And I'm actually going to drop it in our restream. Am I doing this right? Rob, hey. Rob's like, hey girls. Hey Rob, how are you? Elena, it is so good to see you. Okay, Margie's asking what was the title of the book. It's called The Book Direct Book. Can you see it? The Book Direct Playbook. Rachel needs a manicure. I'm working on it. And so this is Meet Me at Mango, which I love. And look at this, guys. Are you seeing this? How adorable. Oh, hurricane season. I love the outdoor shower. Okay, so let's talk about this kitchen for a second, Shoshana, because I remember the original kitchen, and I was like, Shoshana, you know what? That's good enough. Don't worry about making the changes right now. But you, lady, were like, no, it's not going to cut it. I am going to update this kitchen, which I absolutely love that you did. Look at this. I love the open shelving here. This is such a great thing for short-term rentals. You keep it simple, you keep it clean, the open shelves, you have all of your dishes and glasses all there, which is super awesome. Look at all your stickers. Yep, Instagrammable, guys. How Instagrammable is that? You do not have any doubt where you are in this space. Love that. Look at the store. So what were you thinking, Shoshana, as you were kind of designing this plan out?
I don't know. It's just, I had in my head how it's supposed to look like. It's not a cabin in the woods. It's a house. It's a single family house in Fort Lauderdale. So it has to be beachy and happy and kind of fun and not too serious. And I wanted it to be colorful. But if you'll ask me to do something in the woods, it will be a total different thing. So it's just, this comes natural to me. This is not.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, because what it does is it helps the individual define where they are. They're almost immersed, right? They're immersed in that Florida beachy fun area. If they're coming from a cabin, yeah, they don't want to experience a cabin in Florida, exactly. Right by the beach. They want to experience what it would be like to be there in Florida. How cool.
And Instagram is a platform that I'm familiar with. I had a swimsuit brand before, and I did build a pretty nice Instagram account. So it's easy for me. I don't know about all the TikTok stuff that is coming on. now TikTok is the new thing, and I need to go, and I need to investigate that more. But I know a lot about Instagram, so this is easy for me. If you'll ask me to do a market research or anything that has to do with the financial part, it's I don't know about that. We'll see next year. I'll let you know how it went.
I just love how fun it looks. And so even before the fun began, you started to document, I remember.
Yeah, I documented it since it was not very attractive.
Yeah, here's you and your daughter working.
Yeah.
Which I love that. Work. Here you guys are.
Yep, me and my big butt.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah, you put in the work. This is the layout here. You found some lovely. This looks almost like a Scandi, like a Scandi beachy, Scandinavian a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I love that.
We had a lot of fruit trees in the yard. We still do.
Oh my goodness. I just got some avocado from my mom and dad. Like just like yours, they're in Miami. So they mail me my avocado and they mail me my mangoes.
Right. That's what we have.
So hence the name Meet Me at Mango, which I think is
Right.
absolutely, absolutely
We have
adorable.
3 mango trees, 3.
I love it. Okay, so here we go, guys. If you guys are one for befores and afters, the kitchen, you can see that it seemed adequate, right? But it was very meh and very blah, I will say, but it was in decent condition. The backyard was very meh as well. And so you went to Floor and Decor, it looks like. This looks like Floor and Decor. Yep. Near Disneyland. So is that where you found some inspiration?
Yeah, I just, whatever is on sale, Rachel, whatever is on sale. I'm a budget girl. I work with a budget.
Oh, that's awesome. But it doesn't look like it afterwards, which I love,
Yeah.
It may be on a budget, but it sure doesn't look like it. And this right here. So what was the idea behind the outdoor shower? I thought that was awesome that you did that. Is that something that you'd always
I'll
wanted?
tell you
What
what,
gave you that idea?
yeah, because it's a nice moment, but the cost is not that big if you do it in the right location of the house. If you position it in next to a
Plumbing, where it's already
bathroom
available.
wall, yeah. So it's not that big of a deal. It's $1,000 and you're done, and it looks like
$1 million
like
bucks,
luxury.
right?
Exactly. So it's not a big deal if you do it right. And if
I love it.
I was looking
So
for
a lot of your pieces, did you shop locally for your art, or did you go on Amazon for some of it?
all of it. Amazon.
Mhm.
I also I bought a lot of art in Society 6. I don't know if you
Oh
guys.
yeah.
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 I'll like, or even like, I make stuff on Canva and I print it in Kinko's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So guys, Shoshana is dropping the gems right now.
Or in Costco, even you can print on Costco.
I didn't know that.
Budget, yeah.
I did not know that. Awesome. Very, very fun color, Shoshana. So let's talk about the deal, because I know a lot of people are here. They want to know about the actual numbers, the actual deal. So in terms of once you found this property, you found the realtor, Shoshana,
Yeah.
what was the temperature check like at that moment? Were we still bidding against multiple buyers? How did that look?
Yeah, so this specific I went to see another property and we saw a few properties the same day. We didn't really bid for that property, but I did like the realtor. So I kind of connected with her immediately. She was the one that showed that house that we didn't bid on. And from there, I started seeing like properties with her. She took me to the neighborhood that she's investing in. And I saw this on this property on Zillow, and I knew it had potential. I saw the yard. I was looking for something with a pool, because my potential client is, like groups of maybe young ladies, or a yoga retreat, or this is like my, like a group of girls, a bachelorette party. And obviously we needed a pool, so I was looking for a house with a pool. There was another, we didn't get it. There was another bid that got it, but then something went wrong with that specific offer. So we were second and we got it. So
that's awesome. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. I remember getting so excited about it. And the potential though is what you just alluded to. I love that. So it wasn't in the shape that you wanted it to be in, but you could see that there was something there, something that you could do with it. So what were some of the things? I remember seeing that one bathroom that was already remodeled and it was in great shape. I was like, this is really good.
I didn't touch the bathrooms. The house was flipped. You saw the kitchen. It was fine. Even like my realtor told me I wouldn't touch it. But it was enclosed. It wasn't an open kitchen, which was fine, but it didn't have a dishwasher. So somehow I had to find a space for dishwasher. And I was like, we need to do some kind of a facelift. This wasn't a full reno. It wasn't like a full like demolition reno. I decided just to facelift the kitchen and to open some walls and allow and I was like, okay, if I'm doing it, let me do it, right. So I decided to open it up and allow a space for, there were a lot of compromises. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks nice right now in the pictures, but we compromised a lot. Like you should do when you're under budget. But I had to do to make space for a dishwasher. So we opened it up and, changed the faces changed the cabinets and knobs and everything else, and added the open shelving and did the backsplash, and it just went.
Let me ask you this, because I know you're an investor prior to joining us. Would you have made those changes if it were a long-term rental?
No, I wouldn't. So I have long-term rentals that are out of state. And they are managed by a property management company, and I'm offhands. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just getting payments.
Yeah, so that is the biggest difference for those who may be listening, who may think, long-term rental, short-term rental, it's going to be the same, but to be competitive, Shoshana, I really think you did it right to make that kitchen pop the way you did and added those extras in the backyard. In order to be competitive. That's how you get ranking. That's how you elevate your property so that it's seen, right? If it looks like any and all the other properties, then you run the risk of that property not being seen. And if it's not being consistently seen and consistently booked, that's where you kind of lose out on the algorithm. So that's really interesting that you decided to go all out on it. And I know you said you still stayed on budget, but you really went all out on your creativity, your ability to manage that, and the murals and all of that. So let me ask you this. Some people are wondering, so why did you get started with short-term rentals? You already have long-term rentals. You're receiving revenue from long-term rentals. Why did you decide to do short-term rentals?
Maybe because I needed to sink my teeth in something. It's a whole different world. I can't even compare. This is not a passive income in any way. As many of the gurus are saying, it's a hospitality business. It's not even a real estate business. I feel like, and I just started my journey. I don't know, in a year from now, if you'll ask me, maybe I'll regret this decision. But, I decided that I want to sink my teeth into something. And this is, and also, I mean, let's face it, the revenue is, I mean, you can't compare the income that you're getting from a short-term rental to a long-term rental. The long-term rental, I know I cover my mortgage and my expenses, and still I have a little bit more left, but it's not, you know, it's not enough. It's not it. Hopefully this one will
Comparatively, yeah.
prove itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact that when you said you wanted to sink your teeth into something. And I think we're really seeing it with the creativity that you put into the space, which I think is extra special. So one thing that I talk about a lot is the luxury side of things. And I think you're embodying that, which I love. So for you, what are some things you think about in terms of the difference between luxury versus like a meh type of rental?
I don't think it. I'm just like, wherever I want to be in, that's what I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm in my 50s. So I don't do like, I want to say like hotels that don't have, and we're not wealthy or anything like that, but if it's not like crisp, clean, white sheets and nice fluffy towels and a nice ambiance and a nice, and not smelly carpets and yeah, this is for, it's not, it has to be a nice experience. And wherever I'm willing to lay my head on, this is what I want to give my guests. That I don't overthink it. It's just like what I would do for myself, I would do for my guests, I guess.
Oh, I love that. I love that a lot because it embodies hospitality. You want to be treated a certain way, and you are the avatar for a lot of us, right? A woman, a family woman with her own kids who's sophisticated, So this is what we want to, definitely attract in our properties, not someone who's going to be trashing it or anything like that. And so if you're saying, in fact, you want those fluffy towels, crisp white sheets. And this is really why I emphasize that to our community. I know it's easier to, just get brown and black sheets, but you're probably not going to be speaking to the avatar that you want if you go that route. So what would you say, Shoshana, what would you say is one of the things that hold a lot of people back from getting started with short-term rentals?
I guess it's the investment, time and money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, I told you, I was looking for a while. I didn't say in the beginning, but my best friend is a realtor. She's like my very best friend in the whole world. And I've been asking her for the last 2 years to look for something for me. And she was okay, yeah, sure. And I went to see some houses that she sent me to, and it wasn't it, because she doesn't know what short-term rental is. This is not her niche. Up until I met this realtor that I liked. It's fine. She's okay with it. We're not, in feud because of it, but
it's a different specialty. It's like going to a brain surgeon. It could fix my knee, right? So
exactly.
It's a different specialty. Yeah.
Right. And then 6 months ago or so, I was like, okay, I don't even know where to begin. So I decided to, I started looking at Facebook groups. I found Rachel. I did my due diligence. I joined the group. Yeah. And I was like, Rachel, I need guidance. I need somebody to hold my hand. Because I felt like, there's a plethora, there's a whole world of possibilities. And I didn't know where to begin. We sold our house on August 2021. And, we had some we had
Yeah,
some.
that was a good time to sell,
That
wasn't
was
it?
a good time to sell. It's not like we had, we had a lot of places where that money gone to, but also I did want to go to the short-term rental, area, and I needed guidance, and I found Rachel, and ever since I'm like, and I found a group, which is like, I can't even describe how helpful, and like, I'm saying, even on a daily basis, I have the girls on the group, answer my questions, and it's gold. It's pure
Yeah.
gold. So
And that's what I love about it, right? People think they're coming for Rachel, but you're coming for your peers. Your peers are, that is the power of the group, I think. Having, those who are going through it with you while you're going through it, they're going through it too. And you're seeing the wins, you're seeing the losses sometimes, and you can just kind of encourage one another, which I
right.
think that is, that is just so profound. And I'm just excited that you didn't decide to just wait another year going through YouTube University and Facebook University and just trying it out. And because there is a risk that comes with it, right? If you know that you need the guidance, you don't have all of the resources at your fingertips. What would you say to that person who says, you know what? All the information is out there and it's for free. Honestly, all of the information is out there. If you want to look hard enough, it is out there. What would you say to those who are just thinking, you know what, I can do it myself? You probably can. It's true.
Yeah, you probably can. And I'm sure if you have the personality to do it by yourself, and to help, to do all the research by yourself, and to learn about everything by yourself. But it's not, I'm learning every day from other ladies in the group, and from Rachel, from the course itself. Every day there's even the platform, even Airbnb itself, simple things that I didn't even know existed, other tools. But if you can learn and do all the mistakes, or you can actually ask somebody who knows, and having that access, because nobody in my immediate in my immediate circle, friends or family, has short-term rentals that I can ask them, and I find this group like invaluable. It's a shortcut. It gives me a shortcut to everything. Okay.
It's going off again. Oh my gosh.
I don't know how to shut it down. Okay.
No. I want you to make sure you read it first before you shut it down. I was like, what is it?
Yeah, no, I need to shut down my phone. I'm sorry. It's just, you think it's gonna go off even if it's off?
Yeah, I think so, because that's like emergency, maybe.
Yeah, it's just tornadoes around here.
Oh my goodness. She said it's just tornadoes. Oh, I remember those hurricane days in Miami. I was in Andrews, so I was like, oh my gosh. But Shoshana, we've learned from you as well. One thing that we do in the group is a kind of a debrief, and something we learned from you was about leveraging, different types of a different type of down payment plan that even I was unaware of. So don't think you're the only one learning. We're learning from you too. And that was a big gift for us. And it's something that's always in the back of my mind, is like, okay, I need to make sure that I, take a look at this strategy, because going forward, I'm going to have to come up with different ways to invest, since we're not doing the full W-2 thing. So I thank you so much for sharing that. And there's something about the group, the open sharing is what I love. We'll say, okay, how did you get this money? How did you get this down payment? How did you, find this realtor? And due to the fact that we respect each other's confidentiality, all of that is going to stay in the group. We're not going to put everyone's, details out there. But one thing that I've noticed is a lot of people come up with creative ways to come up with down payments, and creative ways to, come up with their closing costs and things like that, or even purchase a property. One of our members used a stock, option to purchase a whole property. And so these are things that are oftentimes non-traditional, and again, like you said, your circle of your sphere and your circle may not be speaking about these things, but to watch back to back different people explain how they all arrived at the goal, their goal was to purchase a property, I think is encouraging, is eye-opening, and it shows us that, you know what, everything is figure outable, right? If this is what you want to go for, there's a way to figure out. Just because you hear one no from one lending institution or no from another, well, you know, someone else may have a different perspective or experience where they got their yes, and it kind of expands your mind. So I love that. So what piece of advice would you give someone today if they're thinking about short-term rentals? If they've been wanting to do it for a while, what would you say has been a plus for you, and what would you say has been your biggest challenge, so that, you know, they're prepared?
I would totally advise anybody that can join some kind of group or some kind of support system of people who already been through this. For me, it's been an enormous, I'm still learning. I'm still not even like, I haven't even received our first guest. Our first guest is coming on October 6th. So it's in 2 weeks from now. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I'm gonna do mistakes, and I'm sure I'm gonna, you know, I already did so many mistakes, but luckily I have the ladies in the group, and I have you, Rachel, to, you know, to turn to and to ask those questions. What am I doing wrong, and how can I correct the wrong? So it's definitely, this is the first, you know, this is what I did, and I'm so glad I did it. Otherwise, I would be keeping going and looking for properties all over the US to invest in, and not knowing what I'm doing. So this is like my advice for sure. You know, regarding financing, it's like, it really depends on where you are in your life right now. If you're like a college student, or if you're a grandma like me, or if you're you know, like a professional. This is like, everybody has their own, you know, like things to deal with. I would totally recommend doing this, but sure, I mean, I'm still learning, so I
love it. Yeah, like you said, you haven't seen your first guest yet, so we're really excited for you, Shoshana, and I can't tell you how proud I am of you, because you're one of the most engaged members of the community. You show up, you ask questions, you raise your hand, and that's how you're going to get, you know, the answers to your questions, by engaging. So we have a few comments, guys. I have not forgotten you. I just wanted to make sure that we could get through with Shoshana. Someone that's named Facebook user, please tell me who you are. Facebook user said, thanks for sharing your experience with your search for a short-term rental, Shoshana. I'm going through the same thing right now, and the struggle is real. Oh man, you're welcome. Thank you. And that's really what I wanted to make sure that you guys knew, that it is possible. I know you didn't give up, Shoshana. So here you are, you have your short-term rental. You have already won. I was saying you have already won even before you close. So just know that. A lot of comments about the backsplash of your kitchen, Shoshana. Super cute. Gabriel, it is so good to see you. So Gabriel's watching right now from LinkedIn. He was one of our sponsors for this summit. He says, amazing pictures. Rob says, come to Texas. Margie says she's got to move somewhere that grows avocados and mangoes like that. Oh my goodness. Super excited. Guys, thank you so much for chiming in. I love that you all are here with us, just checking out this interview with Shoshana, one of our star students. Super proud of her. And you know what? I'm super proud of the community for coming alongside you, Shoshana. I'm super excited that you feel like you have a space, a safe space where you can come in and say, guys, I don't know what I'm doing.
No.
Help me.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need hand
So,
holding, and this is what worked for me. But if you
yeah.
can, if you think you can do it by yourself, by all means. It's
Absolutely.
just gonna
Yeah,
take
it's
longer.
possible. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? And I'm at a point in my life too, Shoshana. I tell people whenever I have like an assistant or someone that's helping with me with a new project, I tell them I'm very needy. I need a lot of holding. I know nothing. I need you to carry me like a baby.
Right.
And I am not even ashamed to say it. You know, when you need help, you need help, you know, no guessing, just help me all the way through. And so that's awesome. It's like riding a bike. I will tell you that. I will encourage you. It is like riding a bike. Once you get a few of those bookings underway, you know, that setup is going to snap right in, and it'll be smoother than before for sure. Well, Shoshana, any final words before we wrap up?
No, if anybody has anything to ask, I'm willing to answer. As long
Thank
as I have electricity on.
right. So we have 5 minutes to go, guys. I'm going to let you guys ask questions if you have any additional ones. Thank you so much, Christian, for linking all of the things, which is awesome. I did want to make a quick announcement, guys. So for those of you who are not aware, or for those of you who are asking, actually, we do have a live virtual summit that is coming up with members in the community as well as the public. So we went ahead and opened it to the public, and I am super duper excited because we had 10 VIP tickets available. We are sold out at this time for the VIP tickets. However, we still have some general admission tickets available as well. And so this is going to be a really like a tight knit summit where we will only host 40 people. So it's going to be very private, very exclusive. We wanted to make it that way just to make sure that it was as powerful as possible. And hang on one second, I am getting messaging. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, there we go. A couple of texts. Okay, good to go. Yeah, so it is in December, and we are sending out an email to release the official location in a couple of days, but I will announce it right now. The official location is Destin, Florida, specifically like the Miramar Beach area, December 1st through the 4th, in person, in a luxury property, 40 attendees max, no exception. It is going to be a high touch, white glove experience. Okay, so just high quality experience, high quality foods, high quality accommodations as well. For those of you who have grabbed the VIP tickets, congratulations. Stay tuned. We're going to create a group so that we can keep the lines of communication open. And so you will have access to that very, very soon. I know we only had, let's see if I have any additional notes on that. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I will go ahead and link Miss Carol's calendar for you, because although it is open to the public, we do screen our people. We do make sure we screen, because ultimately we want to make sure that it's going to be a good culture fit for those who are going to be there, because we're very, very protective of our community. As you heard Shoshana say a little bit earlier, you know, we're a community who kind of helps one another, and that's not by accident. We have people who have interviewed to join our community, but we're like, I don't know if it's going to be a good fit. And we don't accept just anyone into the community. It's not just about having, you know, the ability to invest, to jump in. It has to be a good fit, because we want to continue to foster that just that environment of sharing, that environment of caring for one another. We do want individuals who are in alignment with the same goals, right? So that's what makes the community even better, us being very protective of the community, making sure that each person is a good culture fit. So if you are questioning whether or not this is a good fit for you, would love to hop on a call with you. Let me see if I can find a link. Miss Carol will definitely be happy to hop on a call with you. Calendly. And Shoshana, I thank you so much. If you want to hop off, feel free to do so. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. I should have said that a little bit earlier. Massive thank you. Get away from the tornadoes and the weather.
I'm here. Not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. Yeah, you really can't, right? I mean, when it gets
No, it's still no. I'm in South, the East Coast of South Florida. It's fine. I mean, it's gonna be rainy for the next few days. Heavy rains, and
yeah, but you're not in evacuation zone like the other
No.
areas. Yeah, thankfully. Oh my goodness. I keep seeing the lightning. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming.
Oh my goodness, it is coming indeed. And of course, my internet's taking its time, but it is all good. So I will look here to see if anyone has any additional questions. You have a lot of gratitude in here. Thank you, Shoshana. Thank you, Shoshana. You guys are so awesome.
Thanks.
So appreciate you all for being here. Okay, so it is taking its precious time to load the calendar. So feel free, guys, I'm not going to keep you long. Feel free to type in the chat, retreat, RETREAT, and we will follow up with you. Feel free to go ahead and type in the chat, retreat, and we will be more than happy to follow up with you. It's just that my link is kind of sluggish right now, but again, super excited about. Oh, you're welcome. Elena says thank you. Super excited about the event that's coming up. I cannot wait to see you guys front and center and in person. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Like I said, tonight we had a really powerful call with Amanda Hahn, the tax strategist for Brendan Turner from Bigger Pockets. She has really dropped a lot of gems in the community. I will be inviting her to speak publicly to, the whole crowd as well, but we got some really great pointing questions answered tonight as well. So super excited for that. Again, this is what we do, guys. This is what we do in the community. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight. And I see Elena, who is here again, and I'm just looking through here. No other questions. Guys, massive thank you for being here with us. I hope you have a good night, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.